I saw this thing today and it was like healers need to marry protectors, and that kind of threw me for a loop because I had to sit with it for a second. And I was like, protectors, protectors, protectors. Society tells us that we need this version of protection that's like very physical. When in reality, spiritual protection is the most important form of protection. So yes, healers do need to date protectors, but not the protectors that we see with our eyes, protectors that we feel with our souls, okay? God gave me that and I was like, every single time God speaks, the Holy Spirit speaks, my mind is literally blown. So I'm sitting with this and I'm like, what is a true protector? A masculine energy that is grounded, patient, kind, understanding, trustworthy, loyal, okay? There are so many different qualities that true protectors have that have nothing to do with their physical capability, okay? Because let's be so for real. We can all protect ourselves physically if we really have to. Most of us have the authority to protect our worldly body. I'm not going to sit here and say every feminine energy is super protective over themselves, but I am going to say that we have hands, they work, period. Leave it at that, okay? So really, the most important form of protection is spiritual protection. And I've always wondered why I struggle in relationships, and that's because I am a healer. It's really hard to be in a relationship with me because I trigger people. The way that I heal people is I trigger them, and then they have to choose to go down this path of like, okay, here's how I'm going to correct my triggers. And a lot of people are not emotionally aware enough to correct their mistruths or their missteps. None of that, okay? Society has taught us to be very complacent, and I cannot be surrounded by complacent people because I am a healer, okay? And so where I go wrong in my relationships is I date energies that are in their authority physically, but not spiritually. And so I kind of want to come on here and put myself on the chopping block to give you the opportunity to put yourself on the chopping block as well. Have you been dating physical protectors, or have you been dating spiritual protectors? Because spiritual authority weighs so much more than physical authority. And spiritual authority also trickles into physical authority in a very divine way. Ask yourself this, because I feel like I was just healed in that moment of like kind of circling this energy and wrapping my head truly around it. Because no, I have not been dating protectors. I have never once been with a true protector. I have only been with people who were pretending to be protectors because that's what they thought masculinity was, when in reality, they were very much in their feminine energy of acting overly emotional when it came to certain situations because their pride got in the way. But that's another thing. When you have spiritual authority, pride cannot be involved in that conversation. I don't know, there's so many things that my brain's like unlocking right now, and I feel like I need to put this out so that other people's brains can be unlocked because my mind is blown.